Hello everyone, this is Moses from Zaatar Gardens. I'm in my house right now. My son's watching TV, so hopefully you don't hear it in the background. I'm doing a video I've always wanted to do, but I never could get myself to go out and buy Store Bought Zahter, because why would I have to buy it when I have, my opinion, the best, instead of older Zaatar, and I have to pay for it on top of it when I can make it for free in the back in my garden. So anywho, I bought the Zaatar from a deli store. It was $3 for 6 ounces. That's pretty cheap. That's really cheap actually. So the store bought is on your left. Is a screwdriver, so I don't have my big fat finger in the way while I'm doing this. On the left, the store bought. This is mine that I make for my backyard. I have plenty of videos on how I make it, what the plants are, my mixes, how I make the mix. So the first things I'm gonna look at, okay, the ingredients. This is the ingredients of, okay, I'll start with mine. My ingredients: Oreganum syricum, Syrian oregano, sumac, roasted sesame seeds, and a little bit of salt, Himalayan pink salt. That's it. Sometimes I don't put any salt at all. This ingredient, and a little bit of olive oil now. I like to add olive oil to it, just a little bit, and store it that way. Okay, thyme, za'atar leaves. Okay, that's first ingredient. Then sesame, it doesn't say sesame seed, it just says sesame, salt, which makes sense that it's before sumac. Salt, because this is pretty salty. Salt, sumac, cilantro, and soya oil. S-O-Y-A oil. There's olive oil in this one. So the first things to look at for me, you know, at one point it probably did taste really good. It just may be really old, but the first thing I looked at is it said sumac, which is a red berry. You can see it in mine, really pronounced in mine. You see all those little red clusters all in here? They're really tart and sour and citrusy. So it gives a little bit of a tangy taste. Now let's look up close if we could see it here, anywhere. Let's see. Now you see why I use a screwdriver instead of my finger. Do you see any red? They said it had sumac in it. Let's take a look. I'll take a little while. I mean, if you guys like to fast forward, you can, but I'm gonna give it a chance. That might be one, but that might have been from my side. So that might be a sumac right there. So I'll give it benefit of the doubt. It has one. I don't want, you know, if there's any companies that make Zaatar watching, I don't want you to say, oh, it was well grounded in there. No, no. Here goes my son. Let's see, any more red? See all the salt, this glistening on the Zaatar, the green? See that shininess? That's all salt. It's really salty. You see all the salt now? Look at that. The white specks. What, son? Some stems, but that's normal. That's normal right there, the stem. You'll have it, even in mine. You can still fast forward, guys. I'm gonna give it a chance here. I'm gonna find that sumac. I think there's some of that sesame seed right there. I don't want to hear again from some companies that direct message me. Yeah, but you don't know Moses or Zaatar Gardens. You don't know. We really crush it hard. You can't really see it. Right. Right, you really crush a very dark maroon colored spice so hard that I can't see it in this. There's some right there. You see that darkness? That darkness, it's really dark, by the way. It's not bright red like this. This is how it's supposed to be. You see how bright, you see the difference? See how bright red that is? This is delicious. This is pungent, sour tasting. Without it, it won't taste right. You see it? You see, gorgeous. That looks great. To be honest, I could have roasted the sesame seeds in this batch a little bit more. I'll admit. I think this was roasted a little bit too much, but just on the borderline. Now, the color of the Zaatar. I know we're almost into 5 minutes, but it is what it is. I've always wanted to do this video. The color, really dark. It could be from, oh, it gets oxidized from the air. I've noticed mine will go brown after a few months if it lasts that long in my house. But this looks like either the herb used is not true za'atar. I mean, it could just be thyme, like it says. It could just be thyme, which is a darker color leaf. Oregonum syricum is a lighter color leaf. See how green it is? So, I hope this is coming out nice and clear. So with the leaves, it's not there. The color's not there. It doesn't look as nice. I'll do another. The color's not as nice. The smell, I wasn't surprised. Once again, smells like, and I'm not joking, I'm not exaggerating just because it's not mine. The smell smells like soil. It smells like dust. It smells like dirt. This smells like dirt. Some of the cheap brands of this, of za'atar you buy in the store, the first ingredient is not za'atar or thyme. The first ingredient is bran, like bulgur, bran, like grains. And then they, as a filler, and then they put this stuff to make a pound of it $3, you know? So they make it cheaper by filling it up with junk. But on this side, it smells just amazing. This is smells earthy, sweet, sour. You could actually smell the sumac right now this far away. You don't have to stick your face in there to smell it. It's that pungent. You get what you pay for. You know, nothing you do, even if you make you're making anything at home, even if you make yogurt, you make cheese, you make your own ice cream, everything's gonna taste better when you make it at home. When you grow your own peppers instead of buying peppers at the store, it's gonna taste better. Or when you grow your own, even peppercorn, you could grow your own peppercorns too. That's gonna be more pungent than buying it from like McCormick or something like that. But yeah, all right, I think I've taken them long enough. But this is the best za'atar I could find, by the way. Okay, let's see what else I could talk about it before I end the video. If you're gonna cook with it, mixing good olive oil on bread, you'll get away with it. But if you're gonna use this as a dip, sorry for my son. If you're gonna use this as a dip, you're gonna hate it. This is delicious. I already tasted some of this. I already pinched some. It tastes just like how it smells. Dusty and very, very, very salty. All right, everyone. I think I took long enough. I'm at 8 minutes now. If you have any other questions or like me to continue, or Moses, you didn't talk about this, I'll make another video about this stuff. So, happy gardening. Always make and eat fresh as much as you can. Bye, everyone.